You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
It is July 21st, 2016. It is another episode of the Impact Implosion here on the Angry Marks Podcast Network. As always, I am Seth Draken, and on the other end of this string is the ob to my solite, Mike Poland.
Eli Drake.
Dummy, yeah.
Yeah.
This is the first episode now that we moved to Thursday because... And of course, this show started at 8 p.m., so it'll probably, with the fact that they didn't hype the fact that it was on 8, and the fact that the Republican National Convention's finale is tonight, this is probably not going to be a good show, as ratings-wise. Yeah. Okay, we hyped it being on Thursday, didn't hype it.
We didn't check what was on opposing us.
We also didn't say it was 8 o'clock. We really didn't say 8.
Cool.
Yeah,
but
so people are going to...
Donald Trump talk.
Apparently a lot of people.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So,
Unfortunately, no one's on the ballot this year anyway, but...
Yeah. I'm voting third party, so...
That would be like the Libertarians, right?
Yep. I'm voting Libertarian. I'm voting Kane's party this year.
Gary Johnson.
Yep.
Only Kane was actually running this year.
Well, he is running. He is supposed to be maybe running for mayor of Knox County.
Well, in Arkansas, I think, or wherever.
No, it's in Tennessee. That's Knoxville.
You mean it's not in the depths of hell or hiding underneath the ring?
Nope, it's Tennessee. Which, oddly enough, Impact is at. It's in Nashville. In their freaking warehouse.
Oh, boy. In any event, do we have any news?
News. I really don't think we had any news. In fact, I'm pretty sure we didn't have any news. Other than them hyping up the whole beginning of Impact this week.
Yep. And it begins with Lashley.
No, it actually begins with Jeff Hardy at the spot where he injured his leg and screwed the Hardys' tag title reign.
Which I guess is what began this whole feud that we have now.
Then Broken Matt shows up and Jeff is nothing. You are obsolete. I have deleted you. Go get on that bike. Go ahead and jump. And Jeff's like, I'll jump. I'll do it. You will fail again. And again.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend, on your bike.
Yeah. So Matt has a new word is again, not again. Again.
Again. It's not a game like Jericho says it.
It's not again. It's again. So then we begin in the
arena. Go to Matt Hardy dictionary.
Oh yeah. Again. Dilate. Brother Nero.
Dilate.
I strongly despise mustard. Alright, and we start the show off with Franklin in the ring. He beats people up on a regular basis, and that's why he's the world champion. He's not happy right now, he's not X Division champion, but he says he'll win it tonight, and then he talks about Moose getting involved and says, you put on protective equipment to hurt people. I do it. I don't have no protective equipment. I beat people up with my fists. So he calls out Moose. Miracle comes out instead. Ben says, you know what?
I'm sick of being screwed by this company.
And I am here to make my own history And because of this big man I brought to fight you, I can do what I want. I'm going to win the Bound for Glory series and Bound for Glory's playoffs. I got to remember that. And it will be all thanks to Moose. And Franklin says, hey, Moose, get in the ring. Come on. And Moose takes his shirt off. But Eddie attacks Moose from behind, of course, which originally is a stupid move since Miracle and Moose will attack Eddie. But Franklin helps Eddie in this one time. And, of course, as Eddie and Franklin are in the ring, Dixie's on screen telling them, you need to get your game faces on because tonight you two will be in the six sides of steel. And there will be a winner tonight because if Miracle or Moose interfere, Miracle will be fired on the spot.
And Miracle's upset.
Yeah, of course he is. But, of course, and your match is next. And, of course, Jeff Hardy's music originally plays, but Matt Hardy comes out and says, you should not be allowed to be in this. I own my brother, and I will not allow you to play this theme music. So, Vanguard, we have made our own theme music for Brother Nero. So,
and Vanguard, not put it on the exquisite xylophone.
Play his music. Which is just one line from a song by his band called Obsolete, which is, I'll fade away and classify myself as obsolete. And then Rebby goes, obsolete. I'll fade away and classify myself as obsolete. Obsolete.
So
yeah, and honestly, it's a better theme song than his other
The
one.
vocals of Rebby Sky.
Rebby's terrible, but it's better than Jeff's other theme music with that crappy music that goes with it. Whichever one it is at this point. So, and
Jeff
he has
bad at everything. Brother Nero, what's wrong with you tonight?
And he then shows the footage of Jeff Hardy trying to make the jump as Vanguard 1 watches on. Because yes, Vanguard 1
beautiful Brother Nero footage.
And Jeff fails again. This time doesn't even make the first jump before he falls off the bike. And Matt says, your motorcycle, like you, is broken. So then here comes Jeff Hardy, and he's an obsolete mule. And like an obsolete mule, he gets squashed. I'm not kidding you. Jeff Hardy loses in a complete squash.
Yep, that
He gets
happened.
barely any offense in. And he gets made to look like a chump. So I actually kind of like this. People need to understand that this is a storyline where Jeff is not 100% because he did do that stupid stunt. And he's lost his mojo. So an opponent like Mike Bennett should just easily walk through him at this point.
Yep.
I don't care who he is. He's injured. He's not John Cena should be like this too. Other people should be. You ain't God. You get hurt, and you get beat. That's just the way it is. But then Broken Matt calls Jeff pathetic and forces him to leave the ring, as Matt Hardy shows the true how a Hardy wrestles, and he will delete his opponent, who is James Storm. But of course, the Impact Zone crowd does not give a crap after the Matt and Jeff stuff, sadly. So Impact on Pop is trending, and then, of course, during this match, Josh tries to sell people on the Big Brother After Dark, and it sounds so fucking wrong, because he talks about, he's like, oh, you want to get raunchy and stuff. It's going to be raunchy, and you're like, Josh, your voice from a nerd who barely knows women. Seems like a guy who would be the guy picked on by his kids. Kid talking about
friends, maybe.
The big brother here is gonna be great. It's gonna. Guess what they're gonna do this time?
At least had Pope do this promo.
Yeah, seriously, yeah. So, anyways, James Storm goes for the last call. He gets ready for it. Then, behind the referee's back, Rebby Sky hits James Storm's ankle with a hammer.
So
because
she's
he had
an aces and eights now.
Yep. The aces and eights are the dead man's hands back. And Matt hits a twist of fate for the win.
Next.
Then we get Edwards saying tonight is a second chance and promises there will be a winner tonight. Also, he will be world champion.
Yeah.
And
we
get an in-depth look of EC3 segment with a narrator. And then we get Moose
Daniel
backstage.
Stern?
Miracle. What?
I said, you said with a narrator. I said Daniel Stern?
Daniel Stern?
Then he was a narrator. Never mind. Moving on.
Daniel Stern, you mean the guy from Home Alone?
Or the Wonder Years?
Oh. Marv! That's what I thought when you said Daniel Stern, like, Marv from Home Alone? But you thinking Wonder Years, okay. Miracle and Moose are backstage. Miracle thinks he controls history and all that. Dixie thinks she controls history. No, I control history. Moose, don't fight Frank. Don't get involved. I don't want to be fired, man. She's going to fire me. And Moose is like, he called me out, man. I'm going to kick his ass.
I'd kind of like to see Lashley versus Moose.
I know. So then we get EC3 in the ring, and he goes to a promo in Ethan's corner, which is he sits on the ring steps.
Yeah, he's just going to sit on the ring steps tonight.
And EC3 does the Jim Moore playoffs. And of course, here comes Drew Galloway, who is here to complain, but unfortunately for his mic, I think his microphone had issues because it was creating an echo. Yeah, it was only his mic. And Drew brags about his accomplishments, and the crowd starts booing him a little bit. So then they argue who they think would have won last week's Brawl if it wasn't Brooklyn. It was like, bottom line is Drew's like, neither of us won in the end. So I'm predicting you and me in the finals, and EC3's like, you know what? I'm more than happy to have that finals. Why don't we fight right now? And they get ready, and then Eli Drake comes out, and he's like, dummy, yeah, I say dummy, you say yeah, dummy.
Not you, dummies.
Says, yeah, not you guys. I was talking to myself. Seriously, Eli Drake's got to stop the crowd from turning him face.
Yeah.
But and everybody's like, why didn't Eli Drake wait until after EC3 and Drew had beaten the crap at each other? Because Eli Drake's ego gets the best of him sometimes.
And he's scheduled to face EC3.
Oh, and EC3 said that one line after Drew predicted him and EC3 in the finals. There was a bleeped out line, and EC3 was kind enough on Twitter to say the line was Nostradamus.
Nostradamus.
Yeah, because he was predicting the future, but being kind of a dick.
Yep.
So EC3 wins by a roll-up in a pretty good match, even though the winner was never in doubt. Eli had a good show. Why did he
roll-up to beat Eli Drake? I mean, I like Eli Drake, but
I don't know, but
one guy's at the top of the card and one guy's in the middle.
I don't know, but it happened, so got to at least protect the King of the Mountain champ somehow.
Yeah.
So Matt Hardy is taunting Jeff Hardy as a mule, and once again, Vanguard 1 shows up and he's like, Vanguard 1, show me who my next opponent is. And he shows EC3 on the hologram.
And that's next week.
Yeah, so give me my game plans and they show the game plans. He sees the camera, he's like, delete camera, get out, you must be deleted. No, you cannot see this. So then we get Allie and Maria backstage. Maria's upset about having to do the State of the Knockouts address because she doesn't want to ask questions. It's her questions. And Allie's like, it's meditate. He's like, shut up, Allie.
Go away.
Yeah, go away. Let me get ready. So we then get another Fixer commercial, and he still has freaking child labor. As the lady on the line is still a kid. Call social services.
Call somebody.
Tyrus is freaking using child labor. This is illegal.
Yeah. Speaking of
this is mostly illegal at this point. So all the knockouts who aren't Maria get a jobber entrance, and Allie talks, and everyone wants her to cut off Allie's mic, and someone Maria needs to get a better jacket because that glitter shit is not working.
Well, this is better than her bickering with Billy Corgan a few weeks ago. It's not that much better.
Oh, God, no. She makes a blanket apology for doing some wrongs and says there will be a couple questions. Jade says, I want my one-on-one rematch for the Knockouts title. And before before Maria can even answer that one, well, actually, first before Jade does that, Allie does a freaking, how can we all be just as great as you? So Jade doesn't even get her answer. Oh, yeah, and she says, since that over there cost me my shot, and he's like, you cost yourself. Marty does that.
Even though Marty did cost her.
She did, I know. But, yeah, cost her the belt. She did.
And now Gail Kim talks.
Yeah, then Gail Kim talks. Doesn't even let Jade get her question answers. Like, let's be honest, you're not getting your title shot, your rematch, and I'm not getting my rematch. Gail?
You've had one. You had one a few weeks ago.
You had your rematch 3 weeks ago, one-on-one with Sienna. You lost. Do you remember that? You had one with Jade. Okay, that match ended in a no contest. That ended in a DQ loss. DQ win because freaking Sienna got involved.
This year's version of Matt Hardy. So he just gets 17 rematches.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Jade. And then Maria says what everyone at this point is probably thinking, Gail is selfish. And you know what?
Yes.
Gail freaking has a problem with this. You want to call me selfish? Yeah, you are being selfish.
You're not letting any of the other knockouts get an opportunity.
Yeah, you're not. You're
letting Madison Rayne and Jade and all the others just stand in the background while you hog everything.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Gail. At this point, we need to stop. At this point, I hate you. I freaking hate you at this point.
You're supposed to be the face here, but you're not.
You're a Hall of Famer. You're supposed to be better than this. You are freaking making... And I'll face all the other knockouts to get another title shot, which we all thought was...
We needed to bury the division.
So, Gail has to fight the entire division, knockouts, to get another title shot. And if somebody beats her, or if she loses, she never gets another title shot again, which I'm hoping she loses.
I hope she loses.
Yeah, which I doubt that's going to happen. But as far as Jade's concerned, she says, I'm done, not doing it. Find somebody else. And Jade fights Marty, who gets in her face. And that has to be broken up by refs because Maria doesn't want the violence. And Madison turns heel. So, only two faces left in this company. No, there's only two faces left in this company. Madison, Gail, and Jade. That's it.
She only turned heel because she's facing Gail next week.
No, she can't turn back face that easily. She's heel. Sorry. So, basically, this whole fuckfest is now basically, Madison says everyone's got to look out for themselves.
Madison Rayne, you haven't mattered in years.
And Jade should get her one-on-one rematch. She hasn't gotten it. She's gotten a Four Corners title shot. That's about it.
And a triple threat, I think.
No, she didn't get a triple threat. She lost in the triple threat. She lost the triple threat title.
Yeah, that was when she was champion.
Yeah, she was champion in that triple threat match.
What was the Slammiversary match?
That was a Slammiversary match.
Okay.
Gail versus Jade versus Sienna and Gail. Because Gail had to get out.
That's the one where Marty attacked her. Okay, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me stop this, Gail. Just stop. You're making yourself.
Hall of Famer, you're supposed to be the face, and you're coming off like a heel here.
I remember your WWE run, and you know what? We should have known then when she left disrespectfully out of WWE. Wouldn't eliminate herself, had to go under the ring and left, and basically went on social media to be a bitch to everyone and say, I'm better than half of these women in there, which may be true, but you know what?
Oh, at the time it was.
Yeah, at the time it was. You know what? You had a shot, and you sucked at it. You were not good. I'm sorry, Gail.
Move on, Gail. Move on.
You've had how many title matches? You've had one of the longest. You've had long reigns. TNA has bent over backwards for you. Shouldn't you start giving back to the company?
Nope.
Yeah, Gail does not like to do that. Ever. So, anyway, for some reason, Shearer gets asked about the Bound for Glory series playoffs. I'm like, the only reason this is done so he ain't in it.
So
the only reason it's done is so the tribunal can beat him up. That's it.
Ugh.
Moving on.
That feud continues for no reason.
Yeah. So Bram versus Drew Galloway, but actually,
we have a Bram and Rosemary segment.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did before the whole tribunal shit. Rosemary is still after Bram. She wants Bram to win. She offers her help, and Bram says he doesn't know. So of course Rosemary does not factor at all in this match.
And Drew beats him
in a okay match.
Oddly enough, their championship series thing from last year, that match was better than this.
Yeah,
they got more time.
Drew did an impressive future sock DDT off the top rope.
Yep, that was the finish.
That was nice. Yeah, it was the finish. Yeah. It was nice.
It would have to be.
So since Josh was doing this, someone was like, when's Josh going to make a segue about Rock This Boat and the dilapidated boat? And I'm like, sadly no, because the dilapidated boat known as Skarsgård is more over than Rock This Boat. So next week's the semifinals. Mike is unhappy that Drew's looking past him and says Moose is his man. He'll get the job done. Drew just says, Moose Mike, your boy just might cost you your job. Better keep him in check.
Yep.
So main event time. X Division champion versus world champion, 6 sides of steel. And they start outside the cage.
Yep.
Even though the match...
By the way, you can only win by pinfall or submission.
Yep, they had to explain that in the middle of the match. They don't explain that at the beginning. Explain that while they're in the cage and starting to fight. Oh, no, it's cage escape this time. Okay.
Yep. They also remind us to set your DVRs because this is going to run long.
Yep, extra time.
It's actually pretty good.
It was okay. I think there were a few spots. Franklin was bleeding from the arm. And
Franklin, you got me calling him Franklin now. Bobby spears Eddie out of the cage, which...
But you missed a bunch of stuff for that. Eddie did a Hurricanrana, which Pope tried to say was on top of the cage. Wasn't.
No.
Wasn't. Lashley, they're not going to do that. They're not going to hurt. That would break Lashley's back. Jesus Christ. Freaking insane. Lashley might break his legs doing that crap.
Or Eddie Edwards.
Lashley. No, Franklin would do it. He'd break on taking the fall.
Oh, okay. I thought they were thinking he was doing a Rana. I'm like, wait, what?
No, doing a Hurricanrana off the top of the cage onto Franklin. I'm like, no, God, no.
No, he also.
So he did a Boston knee party. May have tweaked his ankle. Only got a 2 count. Franklin then speared Edwards out of the cage.
Which, if it was a normal cage match like we're used to, that would have been a stupid spot. And it still is a stupid spot.
And Eddie would have won the belt. But, no. Franklin put Eddie back in the ring, grabbed the world title, went to hit him, but Boston knee party, still a 2 count. And then, afterwards, we got just 2 spears. Franklin
and Lashley wins.
Yeah, he's both... I'm sorry, Eddie was really made to look like an afterthought.
Yep.
This whole thing. And then Franklin picks up Eddie to fake respect, but being a heel, attacks him. EC3 comes out to attack Franklin. Matt Hardy attacks
Matt Hardy comes out to attack EC3.
Drew attacks Matt. Miracle Moose attack Drew. And that's it. Eddie's really in the corner there while all this shit's going on.
Well, everybody else in the Bound for Glory playoff is brawling.
And Franklin. Eddie's in the corner, wondering...
Why did I do this?
The hell has happened to me? I made my mistakes.
Why did my partner leave?
Where's my partner? Can he come back? I know he was on Destination X. Could he have been here? But no.
Damn you, Angelina.
Damn you, Angelina. So overall, I give this episode a C. TNA is basically back to neutral.
Yep.
They're on neutral. They're not moving forward or backwards or something. They're like, put that car in the end position and let it roll.
They're not in the fast lane. They're in the carpool lane.
We're in the carpool lane. We got to get here somehow. So yeah.
And on that note,
do you have anything to sell?
No, not this week. You?
No, I do not.
Okay, so we are.
We'll see you next week, and Miley, we are heading to bed.
Yep.